So we just finished harvesting this field with the 8820 down here that I had converted. And inside the grain cart here we have some wheat. And one of the mods I thought would be really great to have is the C70 Chevy. And so I've been spending some time working that in between working on the Challenger harvester. I'm still working that too. So inside the truck selection here we have the Chevrolet C70 grain truck. Now this mod's been in the different versions of FS over the years, and certain things have just never really quite worked on the versions I've grabbed. Either the mirrors didn't work, or the steering wheel didn't turn, or there was an issue with the animations. And it's great that different modders have pulled this in, but I really thought it'd be nice to have a solid 1977 grain truck to go along with the mid-size harvesters or smaller, medium-sized farms. And so I spent some time UDIMing and stabilizing the C70. It's in beta right now. I have a few people testing it, but you can select its main color. And actually, why don't we just grab this one so we can look at it? I'll jump over here. So you have the cab and the bed. You can color select those. So to make it look like the AO baked ones in 17, we could grab this darker. There was a couple versions of different bakes that were floating. I think one was the darker maroon, but it's UDIM now. So in the bed was black. So you can kind of see what you have available. Also, there's optional mud flaps, so you can put mud flaps on it. If I jump back out, I also UDIM the inside, and I added blinkers to the front off the side. So we jump in it, you can see the mirrors, everything's looking very FS19-ish. Inside, I'll start it up. So you'll notice I fixed the steering wheel and added a Chevrolet Division, the old 1977 Chevrolet Division logo to the steering wheel. Created working mirrors, so the mirrors on each side work now, which is awesome. And added some decals to the shifter. Also the interior, you'll see the material on the seat is UDIM'd, as well as arm cushions and the inside of the door. And any color you select for the cab will also inside select. I pulled the frame out of the cab, so when it gets dirty, it does get dirty and it is wearable. When it gets dirty, the inside will stay clean. So let's actually go unload the wagon, the grain cart up on the farm. So I adjusted the sounds too, so you get very realistic idle and motor sounds. So there's also lights, so headlights come on now, and you get that light as well as bed. I added bed lights, the side corners there. New tail lights. So tail lights are all functioning. Trailer hitch works and is functioning. You can pull equipment with it if you need to. And you get high beams if it's really dark and you need to see further down the road. So let's get going here. I'll have to be careful of the highway here. Make sure we don't pull out in front of some traffic. We'll head up to the farm and we'll unload the grain cart into the grain bins on the farm. So we'll get going here. So as you can see inside, we have the speedometer is working there in the middle, as well as the RPMs. Bottom left you have the fuel gauge, you have the temperature, and the oil pressure. Those are all working. Blinkers are working, so, and as I mentioned earlier, I added a blinker to the front right there. So that's all working. New decals on the pedals down there. The pedals are plain. We're playing in a lot of the models. And the dashboard where the speedometer, all those decals are new, and I actually pulled those from a 1977 dashboard for a C70. So very realistic dashboard now. I UDIM the inside of the bed with wood, rework the animations you'll see when we unload that, so all that's working. Also the gas tanks, I added UDIM those as well, so they're all working. We'll head up here to the farm. It uses realistic mass from fillables, so the fill volume was made quite a while ago, and so I updated the fill volume to have a more realistic look. You'll see when we load it. It now deforms the props that are placed into it nicely. I made it so that it mounts up. Very realistic there. So you get slow. It's got good speed. It runs very smoothly empty, and you can definitely tell, especially you put 25,000 liters in it, it's really going to get weighed down and feel heavy. So, you know, you want to be extra careful with the full load driving around. It's really cool. I've been having a lot of fun using it on my farm. So once it gets through, make sure there's no bugs. Fire this up. Then I'm going to release it to the community too. And I am still working other conversions, but I've been focused on just finishing this up, since I think it goes really well with the John Deere 8820 on, especially on mid-size to smaller farms where you want to run that. So as you can see, I've updated the deforming on the fill volumes for the bed, so it's a lot more realistic. You'll also notice that the bed, you'll see it's getting lower there to the tire when the weight is getting placed onto the fill volume. So that's all very realistic. And now that we've got weight, the motor's going to be working a lot harder to unload it. So when we drive, we get a lot more grind out of it. Drive over here. We'll just go unload at the van so you can see. There you hear the motor working really hard to all the weight. We'll pull in here. You'll see it's detecting the unloading there, so you can go ahead and I'll start tilting the bed. So you see the lever comes up, door opens, nice animation there, and then the bed starts tilting, dumping out the wheat. The discharge is set to go from the top to the bottom, so you'll get a very realistic unload from the bed. So you'll see the tops coming down now. Going in. They've got smoke effects coming up as it's unloading. You see now that it's unloading, the bed's coming back down, and the door will close after the bed is finished. Drive back out, and now it definitely feels empty. Now pull out here. There's the Shutoff Sound, so you can hear that. And I mentioned it will get dirty, and it is wearable. The wearable's set for quite a little while, and it wears by starting to get little dings and nicks in it. And it gets there, then you can go and repair the wear. I think I covered everything so far. As soon as it's available, I'll update the description on the YouTube video. And thanks for watching.